Good morning, good morning. I'm looking over my notes here. Good morning, Coming of Age blog. Monday morning. Today was a good day, you guys. With the family, my sister. Man, it was beautiful. Beautiful day. I wanted my daughter, but we couldn't get her in the reservations, so we're going to do something special for her. But yeah, tonight I wanted to talk about racism. Because I had just heard something about Malcolm X and how he tried to end racism. Malcolm X, okay, now you gotta look at this guy's life. Okay, he was born in Detroit. Okay? And in 1929, his father was murdered. He was ran out of Detroit and ended up in Boston, but they're saying that his father was killed. He didn't. His father. His father was named Earl Little, and racist black. Let me see. So this is what happened. This racist right group called the Black Legion under Detroit wanted to run him out. Okay, and then what they did was they murdered him and left him on the track for a train to run over him. After that, his mother had a nervous breakdown. Okay, couldn't get insurance because they said he committed suicide. So he had a heck of a beginning. He had a heck of his mother had a nervous breakdown. Yeah. And his mother became single, and she was fired. Well, she was hired a lot because she was light-skinned, but she was fired once they found out she was black. Okay, this is in Detroit, 30s, 40s. Okay, fired because she's black. Okay. So, yeah, and so when Malcolm was concerned, Malcolm ended up in, after his mother ended up in the institution, he ended up in different foster homes and stuff, and he noticed in this area that that a lot of blacks judged each other on social status by occupation. Very true. We do look at each other, down at each other about what job we work. Not good. Okay. And just give me a little background of Malcolm X's upbringing. This dude was deep. Dude was not all the way pro-black. Okay? So anyway, I'm giving you a little background. So he tried to be a boxer, couldn't be a boxer. So he said the spirit, since he failed as a boxer, he said that was a way of the spirit telling him protection, telling him, let me see what I said here, way of telling him, the way of protecting him. That's it. All it was the spirit way of protecting him from being punchy. That's what I was saying. He refused to play the role of a servile Negro. Malcolm felt he was becoming a subservient black male who knew his place as his teacher, as he asked his teacher about being a lawyer. That's pretty deep, huh? He said that back then a Negro needed to become subservient black male who knew his place. So he asked his teacher about being a lawyer. The teacher said no. You should attain another attainable goal. It goes for another attainable goal, like a carpenter. He knew then that they were treating him different because he was very intelligent. So in the 40s he became a waiter. In 46 he went to jail. So by now I think this is Chicago, you guys. Yeah, Boston. This is in Boston. It was in Boston. And armed robbery. He was in a lot of trouble. This is the dark side of his life right here. during the 40s and 40s. So he ended up in prison. And in prison, the natural religion for a black man is to become Islamic. Okay, that's how he became Islam. He transferred known movement into a national phenomenon. When he joined, he was popular. People loved him. The Islamic group, they grew because of Malcolm X. Okay, people loved him. He spoke well, and he was kind of like, preaching their rhetoric stuff, all black. There's a bit on schools, there's a bit on this, a bit on black this. He was preaching that stuff then. So what happened was, let's see here. King spoke about peaceful change. Okay. So he also said that it was a national phenomenon. He became a national phenomenon. Okay. So this was later on. He became a national phenomenon. But let's get back to where he was in jail. Okay. The natural religion is Islamic. Isn't that interesting? Let me see. We're good. Okay. And he transferred. Okay, to the known movement. Okay. Natural religion. And he transferred the Islamic religion into a phenomenon. Black men in prison who were lost went to Muslims. Okay. And King spoke about peaceful change, whereas Malcolm spoke about by any means necessary. What happened was, I guess they got in a confrontation altercation with the law, and a white officer was killed. Malcolm didn't like that. Malcolm spoke up. He said, "Hey man, let's go tell him, hey, in kind that." But Muhammad wasn't having that. He went backing down. Okay, so that's where they fell out. Okay, then he noticed that Muhammad was, messing around with them young girls. He didn't like that either, so he spoke against. So this is how they started to fall apart. This is coming to where we're gonna realize the truth of what really happened to Malcolm. And Malcolm really was not that guy, as far as ready to go up in arms to get our rights. You know what I'm saying? He was that kind of guy. So anyway, okay. So it was a Korean War veteran that was killed. Okay. And by the way, my stepfather was a Korean War veteran, not a World War III or whatever I said. It was a Korean War that gave him the medal. Okay. So Malcolm noticed that a lot of leaders were being killed. A lot of people were being killed, and his famous quote was, "The chicken coming home to roost." America's climate of violence meant leaders were being killed. Okay? They didn't like that. So King, and Robert Kennedy were killed within 5 years. King, and Robert Kennedy were killed within 5 years. And he'd already said they're killing our leaders. He already said that. They're killing our leaders. Okay? It's 50 years ago. What else we have here? And what else I got for you here? So, Malcolm X was perceived as a threat. 1964, he left. Okay? He left in 1964. 1964, he went to Mecca. Found out that we all were one. Boom. So then, they found a way to kill him. They don't know it's just a conspiracy. They don't know if it was the FBI. They don't know if it was the government. They don't know if it was. But they did find out that it was ex-people that killed. It was Muslims that killed him, but it never was really proven. But yeah. So what my point is this: racism. Why are we still talking racism 50 years later? Okay, this is why I'm creating. So I don't want people to get confused. This is still coming of age blog. We're gonna still educate and everything. I'm give you me every day. You know what I do. But at the same time, I'm seeing a need for change. That's why I created Everything Must Change. The change is in you. The change is in you. Your attitude, how you think about things. So this is what it's about. Now, we all have issues in our life. We all have things that we want to change. So I'm going to have some t-shirts made, okay? And if you want to get in on this cause and raise consciousness to other people to think, where everything must change, sure, it changes in you, maybe we can change some minds. Okay? From there, to raise consciousness, what do we need? What do we need to do first? Change laws. So we need to register to vote. So that's going to be our next mission. First, let's get t-shirts out. Let's raise consciousness because racism should not exist. Okay? We're all the same on the inside. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand this after 50 years. We are all the same on the inside. We all bleed the same. It's crazy. I go out, in public and I feel the love for everybody. It's deep, man. Older people, all races. Love, man. That's all I feel out there. So I don't understand. I don't understand it. So I'm 59, turning 60. I don't have time to be looking at followers, counting followers, having people read the YouTube, look at the YouTube like that's some entertainment. No, we're going to make changes, you guys. We're going to raise consciousness. Before I leave here, this earth, I want to see some changes. I don't want my granddaughter having to go in the store and be followed by somebody thinks she's going to steal something. I don't want my granddaughter, refused an education because of her color. I don't want my granddaughter, if she does make it to a school like Yale, being judged, because she's taking a nap, because she's tired. Things have to. 50 years later, y'all, we're still dealing with the same thing. Everything must change, and the change is in you. Do nothing now. Just raise your consciousness. Just think. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Just think. Just what affects you that you need to change in your life. You know what I'm saying? Just raising consciousness. And that and racism, and don't buy into it. Don't buy into the racism stuff. We are all one, all over the world. Don't ever forget that. Don't let anybody put anything else in your head about unity. Okay? And oneness and love. We're all one. It got to be love. So that's my point today. I just wanted to bring that up and educate you about Malcolm, because Malcolm was not a bad guy. Malcolm was trying to do something big and it got stopped. Martin tried to do something big, got stopped. Robert Kennedy tried to do something big, got stopped. JFK, got stopped. So I'm just here as a reminder. I'm not a preacher. I don't claim to know everything, but I'm sharing my views. This is what Facebook is all about. Create a platform, create a change. That's what Facebook is for, you guys. I'm too old to be sitting around counting followers. I'm worried about what people are commenting about. Too old for that. I just want my friends and family to join in and love everybody and spread some of this love, man, and make this change. Changes in you. Peace.